let's get straight into this. First time, don't really know what to do, so we're just gonna get going right here. We're gonna do a little bit of back testing on TradeZilla today. Got a 7.5. Today's July 5th, 2026. First back test session. We're gonna be trading the NASDAQ. And I was back testing, but I think I stopped somewhere in this week. So let's start in April 20th. Maybe we can do like a month. Let's just go to here. Let's just go to here, and then we'll see how it goes. We can start off at 50K. Let's see how we do. Nice and straightforward. We got ICT concepts today, focusing on 2022 model, breaks of structure, the new breaks of structure, liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps, thrown in inversions, as well as some OTE fib retracements, some equilibrium stuff and such like that. So this is going to be focusing on the 9:45 Eastern macro to 10:15. So we'll put this on New York time right here. Right before market open, we're going to get on the higher time frames, top down, see what we got. And then from here we skip, we'll see how the first 15 minutes play out, and then look for a trade there. All right, so let's see. All right. This is pretty obviously looking like we want to go long. We're already breaking out of all-time highs. We've got, let's see, almost full trade. Looks like a full trading month of no red days. So it's gonna be a hard one to short. So up here we've got some buy side liquidity being all-time high. We've got some sell side down here as well. As you can see, we came down into this 4 hour, left this long wick, probably leaving this as a rejection block. So as we come trade into here, and then we come into here, tap on that 50%, the consequent encroachment of that wick, trading higher. Looks like we are inversing this gap. Looks like longs to me. Looks like longs to me. Be targeting obviously all-time highs. Maybe we can get this swing high as a draw, and then maybe we can do these lows down here. I probably want these to be some protected lows. Obviously, I don't want to. I mean, I'm already looking bullish, so it doesn't really matter. On the 15 here, where we have this gnarly candle, rebalancing it, trading higher and higher and higher. Looks pretty nice and simple here. Let's go to let's get to that macro. Let's see. Off up when we get this Judas swing up. Now we're starting to break lower. So off open, what do I see? I see we get this swing up, Judas swing up, inversion, manipulation, displacement down, fails to hold. We get to push through these lows into this rejection block, it seems, of sorts. Pushes back higher, fails to take this high, sells lower, setting that lower low, and now we are looking pretty, let's see, 15. Let's see, so if we want to go from this swing low to this swing high, and then so we have came down into this 0.62. We do have this little guy right here that looks like we didn't even tap into. This is 733 even. This is it. All right, we got exact equal lows. This might be something that I might want to target lower. Let's see. So we've got a new buy side up here that we could target, and then obviously this low, unless if we want to come sweep this low. All right, and now we've tapped into this 1 minute here. We're getting further into this OTE range. All right, so this is where I will be looking. So we've got displacement up. We have this inversion here, which would be a good entry up here, but since that is not my criteria, that's an added confluence. I would be looking for now longs at this point here. Stops at these lows, of course, targeting high of day or all-time highs. So if we went to place a limit right here for 1 mini, go and set that. Let's see if we get this retrace into here. Now, what we've got here is another gap that's opening up. The odds, we could honestly come back into this 1 minute and then trade higher, missing out on an entry. However, right at our limit is 50% equilibrium of this range. What's the risk on here? 38 points, so 2.43. I will move it up here to this gap. All right, so we get tapped in now. We did have some displacement up. I thought we were not going to get filled, but we do, and we can already see a nice reaction. All right, so we do come in and fill this here, and then we get stopped out at this point. All right, first trade being a loss. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're at all-time highs. We're right there. We weren't even that far away. I thought we were going to get delivery. No delivery. We pull back, fill this in, clean reaction. We get a fill down into this 1 minute as well. Clean reaction. We retest one more time, clean reaction. Then we come to the inversion, clean reaction. But, you know, buyers will not support this push higher. Sellers are coming in up over here. We're kind of consolidating, and then we get that final sweep. How does the rest of the day go? Or the rest of the morning? Quite lower. So it looks like it was just, the bias was just strong today. Let's see. Where's the macros? Right here. I mean, yeah, I would take this 10 out of 10 times. Maybe I could have entered on, you could have entered on the inversion here. But, and then, I mean, even if you could have targeted a 1-to-1, not even a 1-and-2 would have sufficed. We just weren't having it today. Bearish. And then since that failed, yeah, at this point I wouldn't even want to, like, this was a long to take right here and right here, in my opinion. And at this point, once we have exited the macro, I wouldn't be looking to trade anymore, especially after seeing this chop. So it's all right. Let's go to day 2. Good thing it's friggin' paper money. Kidding. All right. Let's see. So Silco's bullish. We've now gapped up as well. We have taken all-time high now. taking it, we're not rejecting it over here. Alright, let's see. So we just have this strong sell-off in the morning, and then we just slowly went back up for the rest of the day. So we got buy side, which is going to be all-time high, of course, and we got some sell side right here, which we've created some relative equal lows that we might want to go for. We also got some stacked lows here, some low resistance liquidity. No gaps. We have one fair value gap on the hourly, small, and then on the OTE fib, we got 50%, and OTE is way down here. I probably won't be looking at that range for really anything. If we're looking bearish, maybe we could open up this 1 hour trade back into it of sorts. Let's check it on the 15. Yeah, so run up on, looks like it kind of went sideways. We manipulated higher, taking out these highs as well as all-time highs, manipulation, distribution lower to these stack lows. We came into this 15-minute rejection. We've got this gap right here. If we want to run up this fib, 50%, OT's up here. I'm not going to leave it on. I don't see anything super promising. I mean, I want to stay bullish, you know, since we're all up at all-time highs. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Just because we're at all-time highs, and now, all right, so we've got the first 2 minutes of open anyway, so we've obviously got some clear displacement lower. All right, we're holding. We've gotten a break of structure to the upside. But we also have this like here, so either if we want to take some longs, I want to see us come out of these OTE back through these lows, but right now we're looking pretty bearish. Tapped into this 1 hour. Let's see how the macro goes. So we're going to open up this. So we do come into this bearish first presented. Would have been a nice short, but I want to see a little bit more price action play out. This, you know, this looks good for a long right here. Stops here or at low of day, targeting all-time highs. Is that all-time? Yeah. Only problem is that, you know, we've really sold off. We're looking real strong. I think being the fact that we've got the strong push down, consolidated for a little bit, now we're looking to return up. This is looking decent for longs. I think if we were, say, a little more bearish and we came up here earlier to reject, maybe, but if we came down, we swept all this liquidity over here. We filled in this hourly. We even taken down out this low. I will be willing to take these longs right here. Alright, so we're filled in. At this point, this will be my break even high up here. Oh, I'll trail. Yeah, you know what, I'll go break even here at this point because I want this to be the protected low. We have this order block over here that we came and retouched, as well as this 1 minute, pushed higher. Again, here we pushed into this level, this 1 minute. Let's see how we deliver. And what the hell? At this point, let's see. So we came down into this 5 minute here, traded higher, are pushing up more. At this point, it's like, is high of day something that's attainable, or do we have any reason to be selling lower right now? Maybe the rejection of this wick, but you know, we've left this strong wick here. We tap back into it on this 10 a.m. candle. And break even. So this was probably the target to take. That was a clean 1 to 2. Yeah, I guess could be today probably could have been a little bit of greed, looking for. But I mean, it was a good trade. It was obviously a good trade. Probably should have been trailing. Would have trailed here. Would have trailed here. Would have trailed here, and then that's where I would have been stopped out. That was probably the place to trail, get stopped out. But I'm just kind of looking for full deliveries right now in this backtesting session. I want to get my entries, my bias all correct. I guess I should be looking to target a little less. Maybe I'll just go for, you know, I guess with the 30, 40, 50 point stop, 1 to 2, probably be the most ideal, I guess. All right, so we got 1 losing day, 1 break even. Jeez, man. All right, let's see. So we had strong bearish push down yesterday. Now we're getting pushed back up to all-time highs. This daily candle has no lower wick whatsoever. None. Let's see, so we got these highs over here. I'm not gonna, that's not gonna be my level of liquidity down here. I wanna see the low. So the open is 729.5, 727.75, so about 2 points. We had a 2-point wick on the daily candle. All right, so this will be my draw lower, my draw higher, depending on which way my bias goes. Created some equal highs, already pushing up higher and higher. We've got some low resistance liquidity here. Some stacked lows. All trailing up from here, as you can see. Trend line traders would be banking right now. All right. Yeah, so we're trading out of this imbalance here. I mean, a heavy wick with almost equal highs. Reject, but we're pushing up higher through this inversion gap now. We inversed these guys. A big strong move up, and inversing these gaps, and we inverse this gap now. We do have a 5-minute here. We got some more lows over here. Got some. Oh no, we already said we swept this out here. Did we? Dude, is that equal lows too? 806 even. 806 even. Equal lows, exactly. And then we got some relative equal highs up here. So this could honestly go either way for me. Right now we're already trading towards these all-time highs. I probably want to lean bullish, I guess. See if we can get some sort of manipulation lower. Into this 5-minute, into OTE right here. For this 1 minute right here. And then look for some longs. Let's see how we open. Okay, we do. All right, we've rebalanced, we're selling. Pretty close to those equal lows. All right, so now we are at the macro. Let's see, so we're in These pre-market lows down over here. We still have these equal lows intact. Got relative equal highs. We come sweep this. Now we're starting to trade higher. We're starting to break structure towards the upside. However, we are in this 5-minute bearish gap on the 15. Could be a possible inversion. Let's see how we react here in the next couple of minutes. Okay, all right. Let's see, 948, 949, 950. This could have been a good, decent short. At this point, we are rejecting that 5-minute. That would have been a good short. Unfortunately, I already skipped the minute. I'm not going to chase the shorts down here. I should have. 40 points for, I think a better entry would have been up here. Let's see what we want to do. I've ran this low. Let's see. Come up equilibrium. OTE. Let's see. You know, this is hard to tell. At this moment, it was hard to tell because we get strong displacement lower. We come tap into this 1 minute. We reject it lower. That's why I want to enter down here. Honestly, that would have been a good trade. I probably would have taken it, but now in hindsight, I would not have hit. Come back into this gap, trade higher, we come into the 50% in the OTE of this move down. And then we reject. I was looking to see if we were going to inverse this gap here, which we almost did. And then I wanted to see how we were going to react to this 1 minute. Then I'd be looking for trade lower, but now we are obviously pushing higher. So now this would definitely be a look for long. My entry would be down here. My stop loss. Not even a full 2R. Let's see. Let's see if we even get filled. See, at this point now, would we want to long that? I don't know. Because if we look at, okay, now I'm filled. But now this isn't looking so great for some longs. However, now we've left some triple equal highs. Triple equal highs. Oh, boom, badass. Fuck yeah. All right. Let's see if that would have. Yeah, would have gone. That's all right. A little 1.7 R. Could have taken it 2. I did not want to force it. Look like a good setup. Clean. I'm not. I mean, I could have taken the squeeze higher, but it's right there. That was a good trade. Honestly, pretty good on patiently waiting right here. And then we rally for a bit. Nice. Okay. And we are up, break even, $90. Not bad. All right, Thursday. Let's see. Obvious, this was expected. Strong push higher, still no draw, no lower wick. All right. Let's see. That's that lower wick down here. And we've got all-time highs up here. We've got this swing low down here. What do we see here? Looks like that's a crazy wick. Uh, 200-point wick. Yeah, what's that about, huh? Alright. So in the 1 hour we came big, sort of probably news, manipulation, Trump, whatever, pushed down, back up, then back down, and now we're trading back higher into this 1 minute, leaving this rejection block, possibly, but we also have this all-time highs here, we're trading higher. If this was some big war news, some bearish news, then that could mean that we want to go lower. We've got some more stack lows down here. And then we got all this trendline liquidity right here. I probably want to draw these as my buy side levels. We're currently rejecting out of this hourly and then in this 5 minute. This 5 minute right here, we came in here, rejected this 5 minute, 5 minute. Alright, well that's alright, let's just see. How we want to open up. Okay, so we're trading back into this 1 hour. We've already came into the consequent encroachment of the wick. This could just be a bullish goes up here. Let's look at the 5 minute. 5 minute, we've got this. Five-minute bullish. You've got this break of structure displacement up higher. Maybe we can get some sort of retracement back into here, targeting the highs. Let's see where OTE is, 50%. Let's see. Okay. Now we've taken these stacked highs and we're getting a clear, strong rejection. We've got this inversion right here. I want to see this next candle. I want to, yeah, so we've already swept liquidity now. We're getting displacement lower, we're breaking structure to the downside. Why does it keep doing that? A stop loss would be up here, take profit would be at low of the day. By a 2R, I will take this, break even at this 5 minute. Specifically, let's see. Alright, now we've tapped into the 5 minute, so we want to take this off. We don't want to trade that short anymore, in case that we wanted to send us higher. I want to see. Alright, and we just don't ever get the entry. Oops, shit. Now we've created this guy. We've inversed this 5 minute, created this 5 minute. I want to see I want to see us take this high up here, probably into this order block or something, and for the next leg lower. This could be breakaway gap, now that I'm thinking about it, because this 5 minute could be the breakaway gap, because we've came up, we've retraced and rebalanced equilibrium. We've even tapped into this 1 minute right here ever so slightly, took that high into the gap. That probably would have been the ideal trade to take right there. Would have looked something like this. Probably like that. Too far. Let's see if we can. I want us to take this high. I don't want us to take this high anymore. I want to take this short. It'll probably be like a small 1 to 1. 1 to 1.5. No, what am I doing? I'm catching these shorts right here. Why? Because we've now inversed this gap. We've created this imbalance right here. We want to see this as a breakaway gap. Even if we do come into it, I'm going to set my stops above. That's honestly, I think right here is good. I want to see us just sweep these highs maybe, and then just send us lower. Now, okay. All right, boom, stop fucking out. Let's go. And the rest of the morning is just chop, dude. What? Not gonna blame price action, but these macros suck. I mean, at no point. I mean, once macro opened, no longs. I mean, no setup for the shorts here. I guess you could have taken this inversion. I wanted to see a gap open or see this tap up here. You could have maybe taken this inversion up here for shorts. And then, but we don't even get delivery to full sell side at that point. Yeah, no delivery, man. Maybe I should stop trying to short and just long it. Just long it, man. Alright, let's finish this week up and let's see where we're at. Let's finish this up real quick. Okay. Bullish. Bull. We're looking good. Looking longs. Already taking the high. We're pushing higher. Let's see if we can get a continuation long. Alright, we've got another. Let's see, open is 88.5. The low is 88.5, so 0. Wick here. We've got a buy side up here, all-time highs. We're over these levels of liquidity and we're pushing higher on the higher time frame. On the not as high time frame, we are leaving a bit of a wick here. Rejecting that CE, coming lower. We've got this fair value gap here. You get this hourly gap here. We've got some lows down here. From this swing low to this swing high, we got equilibrium right here. OTE down here. So we are rejecting out of this 15 minute right here as well, trading lower. Coming out of here, trading lower. All right, let's see how we open up. Okay, 15. We have tapped this or block right here, rejected off, trading higher. We've already came into that 15-minute wick here, trading higher. Not much really. We've got this inversion, we've got this here inversion into this gap here. Take this short lower. Let's see. All right. So we've got obvious sells. I think this could be an area for shorts. Well, I mean, at this point, we're coming into 50%. We swept these lows. Tapping into this 15-minute. This would be where you would want to catch some longs out of them. You know, do I want to trade a continuation? Do I want to trade the reversal? I think that's what's getting to me right now. Because right now, I mean, we could take these shorts here, or take a shorts up here because we've broken structure lower. But at the same time, we've come down into this higher time frame. I'm going to hold off then. You know, if it's not clear to me, then I'm not going to take it. This tells a more, I like this a little more. I think longs are more appealing to me. We have swept liquidity. We came into that strong 15-minute. This 15-minute here, we filled it. We came into the OT of this range up here. We still haven't. We never even got a clean close under here. Again, rebalancing this liquidity. Tapping this, changing the state right here pretty much perfectly. Look at that, jeez. And now we're getting an inversion right here. So I think I would be willing to take a stab long for 2.4R at this gap. Let's see if we get filled. Stops or target up PT up here. Okay, boom. And let's see, do we chop around for the rest and we reject? That is quite the exit right there. So there we go. There we go. That's nice. Not the worst. Let's see how we did on the rest of the day. End the week. Yeah, so that was a really good exit. We would have came back, probably would have stopped me out, break even at that point. Slowly right where it tapped. And then we come back up. So not too bad. We chop around for a little bit. We came into here. This is where I would have wanted to look for shorts in this gap. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I mean, we had all these higher time frame confluences. 5-minute change in the state, OTE, rebalance, right? You couldn't confidently close under these lows. Inversion to the upside at this point. We close up here. Waited for the retrace into here. To here. Stops at the lows. I think at this point over here, I probably should have trailed to break even, took some risk off the table, and then take profit right up at these equal highs right here, and we get all like literally perfectly. All right, so oops, what happened here? Okay, don't know what that was. If we go look at these details, so we had 3 green days, 2 red on the week. 7 trades, 3 wins, 2 losses, 7 trades. These are the stats right here. So what are we? We're about 40 minutes in. Let's see if we can push this a little quicker. Maybe finish off this month here. I think an hour-long session is pretty good. Alright, so where are we? We're on Monday now. Oh crap. Wait, I don't want to look. I forgot the time. Did I flick it up? Alright, I didn't look. It was bearish. I saw that it was bearish. Whatever, I'm gonna skip today then. Skip today. I saw that it was a red candle, but I wasn't sure how we're gonna close, so I'm not gonna, don't wanna cheat or nothing, obviously, right? So, new day, Tuesday. We come, looks like we're gonna get a higher high, then a lower high. Trading lower, filling in this imbalance, possibly going lower. The 4 hour, we still have this guy right here that we might want to target. It looks like we're just getting pretty bearish right now. We got this low that we came near. I might want to just and then we got these swing high to this swing low. We got equilibrium, we got OTE. We got come up here, reject, lower. Now we're in this 1 hour here, 1 hour gap. We're in this 15-minute gap. We bounce up this 15-minute higher into these imbalances. Excuse me, could be a chance to rebalance up since we are setting in this low. Got a lower low here now. Could be a chance to start pushing higher. But we also have a lot of resistance liquidity for us to possibly push us lower. I think I'm brain farted there. I don't even remember what I said, but it's alright. First time on the camera, first time backtesting, public video, no matter what. Even if no one ever watches this, it's still going public. For the mistakes, for losing the trades on the backtesting session, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna keep it up and see where this goes. And then tomorrow's Monday. Maybe we can get some live recording sessions in. Upload those live, like public. I made an Instagram. I blocked all my people. So, cheering myself on. Anywho, let's not get distracted here. Alright. Looks like Judas swing inversion. Chance to trade higher. Judas swing looks good. Alright. So we're now in the macro. Our designated trading time. We've watched 15 minutes of manipulation and chop so that I don't lose my bearings. Obviously here we have, let's see, do we come into an OTE? Yeah, 7.79 pretty much perfectly down here. Now we're trading up into this imbalance up here. Excuse me. Now we've hit this OTE. Interesting. Alright. Now we're in these gaps now as well. We came down here into this 5-minute push higher. It's quite the push. 160 points, man. Jeez. And then if you wanted, you could have taken this inversion, like a 1-to-1, or target more, just depending. But that's a pretty big stop, and that is before my trade time. I want to see some sort of, breaks of structure here. I want to see that, right? Oops, no. I want to see a break of structure with displacement. Only problem is now we're in this 1 hour gap. Let's see, okay. Now at this point, we have retrace equilibrium. Tap pretty much in this order block right here. We've rebalanced all this. We came into 0.62 OTE from this swing high down. We came into this fair value gap that we are rejecting out of. This, let's do that. And then, so we reject out of that, turning this into a rejection block, which we come back in and almost touch the consequent encroachment of it. We've got displacement lower, break of structure. Only problem is where's our entry right here? Stops here, targeting the low. Or would we want entry up here? Or do we want to wait for further confirmation of the inversion here and then a deeper retrace? No, I don't think so. I think a nice sell opportunity is presenting itself. Let's see if we get filled. Okay. What just happened here? We came down, we took an internal. Now we've got these inversions to the upside. Let's see, yeah. I think once we get this delivery and this inversion here, definitely should have taken off the limit at this point. Because you got these deep retracement into 50%, reaction, inversion up here, and then honestly this would have been the trade to take higher. At this point now, to be honest, something like this, once you realize that your bias is in fact incorrect, for the only problem is that it doesn't necessarily mean it's incorrect. It's more so just like this could be a retracement of this leg here into this OTE before we come back lower. This is a riskier trade. I don't think I want to take it. Let's just see. I want to see. We're outside of the macro now. I mean, I would have liked these longs for continuation here, just because what happens, we come down, create this protected low, get this strong break higher, rebalance, we break structure back to the upside, continuation, break structure down, break structure back up, continuation. I'm not going to take a trade, but I do want to see if something like this would have played out. You know, yeah, and it would have. Nice, not bad. Not bad, all right. Well, I didn't take the trade. It was outside of the macro. Maybe that's something I can use discretionary in a live session. But, you know, right now we're trying to stick to the rules, you know, 1 trade, 2 trades, max a day with the model. And you know, we look good for the upside. We were looking good. And even then, look, so my first entry, honestly, would have been good, dude. There or right here. I just didn't have a big enough stop placement. I didn't have a big enough stop placement. Barely taps me out. So my original trade idea was correct. Probably just not the greatest entry and not a wide enough stop. So something to remember. All right, not bad. Even though it was a loss, I should have realized that, you know, the idea was right. All right, we're 50 minutes in. Dude, holy crap. 470? Dude, I was back testing the other day. I don't know what month I did. Like January, February or something. What was it, March? Might have been March. Dude, I was like 10 grand, man. I was hitting them. Today's not the day. This month. And I did do some of April up here. That one wasn't looking pretty. So maybe April just wasn't the month. That's all right. Let's see. So where are we now? Get our levels of liquidity here. Liquidity, we come up into this 4 hour here and rejecting. We filled in this bullish 4 hour. On the hourly. So we see an hourly here that we rejected out of for possible rejection block. More lows. 190, 175. Dude, equal lows. Seeing exact equal lows. It's just crazy to me, bro. It's crazy. There's many bids and asks. Get the exact same level. Dude, and look at that shit, bro. We came down right into here. And then we had quite the reaction higher. Alright, whatever. Dude, this isn't looking good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of going up, chop, sell, chop, manipulate, distribute to this low, setting equal lows here. I mean, since we're distributing lower currently and then we've left these equal lows, it wants me to believe that I'm bearish. Got this break of structure here, inversion here, bearish up here. Do have highs up here. We've got these lows right here. Let's freaking check out this open. Okay, so we take these lows and now we trade into that 1 minute, push it higher. We come in, rebalance this guy right here. As you see, we come into OTE, come into this first presented right here. We're rejecting. I want to see a rejection of this low here if I want to take these guys shorts. Let's see how we continue trading. All right, we're trading bullish. We're on these. Let's see on the 5. We still have this guy up here. Something that we can draw towards. I don't know if I want to short out of this if we're going to be pushing bullish. And I don't know. Oh, 15 minute right here. 15 minute right here. Let's see. So we're in the 15 minute. We got this 5 minute. All right, we are rejecting. We are not. All right, we tap into here. This is something. Let's see how we react here. Okay. Okay. This is looking good for a nice little short setup. We don't have a full break of structure. However, we are rejecting out of this 5 minute now. With displacement, I do want to see some sort of retrace here. Okay, let's see. No, bro. And I'm stopped out. Dude. So we're rejecting this 15. We're still in here. We're rejecting this wick here. We come into this 5 minute. Clear rejection. We even inverse this guy. And then we're just bullish. We're just bullish for days. So why was I bearish instead of bullish here? Because this 5 minute here. No, because of this 5 minute. Because of this 15 minute. Tap this order block. We were having an obvious reaction out of it. Okay, so we had this could have been our break of structure right here. And then we tap into this fair value gap and we trade lower. That just wasn't it. All right. It's not frustrating. It's just like, I'm surprised that none of these are hitting. Like, for real. Like, these are good trades that I would take. Maybe I'm just nervous to be behind the cam, so I'm not thinking straight, but I don't know. This is weird. Dude, I hate, why is the light like this? And I just realized that I've been slouching this entire time, so like you can even see me. That's my OBS. Whatever, man. It's too late now. Alright, 4 hour. We have got some draws on liquidity here. Some draw on liquidity here. Got some draw here. Is this all-time high? Got all-time high up here. Got some lows down here. What do we see? We are just respecting bullish. Now we are respecting bearish. Just respecting bullish. Looks good for some lows to be tagged. You get maybe a move into this 15 minute here. We also got this swing high. We got equilibrium, which is right into here. Let's see, do we have a no? Let's see, maybe we can get this move higher. That's what I would be. Dude, we're already at market open. Fuck. fucked it up again. This is market open. Weapon at 945. Probably would have tried taking this short. I would have gotten probably filled up here. Maybe this candle, maybe not. Filled up here. My stops would have been like that for what I wanted to do. Could have caught a 1 to 2. Then do we reject out of this OTE? And this gap. Okay. We do. I want to see I would take that right there. Final trade. Stops at the highs. Target right here. We've now broken structure down. We've retraced into these fair value gaps out of the OTE in this big, large 15-minute gap, and we're stopped out, dude. You know what? Thank you guys so much for watching and coming. If you made it to the end, that is crazy. That is crazy. Anywho, I'll be doing this again soon. I just wanted to give this a little trial run. Got 2 weeks of data back tested. Not looking so hot, as you can see. It is what it is. No biggie. We'll be back for more. Thank you guys. Again, we'll be doing that live trading. Be on the lookout for that. I'll be recording. Hopefully I keep it up. Peace.